Hello and welcome back to On Track. I'm your host, Claire Roden, and with me today I have the BareHambones. Would you guys mind introducing yourself?
I'm Tony Kubasek. I play the bass.
My name is Tim Larson. I'm the piano player and the singer.
And my name is Mike Marshall. I play mandolin.
So how did you guys become a group?
The drummer and I have been playing together for a long time, 15 years. And I had a birthday coming up, you know, like a big birthday. I don't want to say how many years it was.
20.
It was my 20th birthday. And so I thought instead of having one of those birthday parties where everybody just calls you old, I would get some more guys and put a band together. And so we really meant it just to be with one show. We got a bass player that we had worked before, and we had a guitar player that played with us. And a friend of mine who was playing acoustic guitar, Mike Brown, he's in the band too. And so we put that show together, and it was a lot of fun. The bass player's from Chicago, and he couldn't really come out, so we had so much fun with it. We wanted to keep going. And this was 2012, I think. Okay. And so we found ourselves, like the three of us talked that still live close to each other and want to do it, and we decided, let's go, let's find some other guys. And so there's a website that's kind of like eHarmony, you know, for band people.
Okay.
And so I put out a thing on, it's called Band Mix, I think. I put out
No plug
like,
intentional.
Oh, should we not say website? It's a fake website, and so anyway, we put out a thing that said this kind of music we play, and we're looking for a bass player and a lead guitar player. And Tony showed up. He had just moved in from Milwaukee and was looking to try and get into the scene out here and play some live music. And he came over, and first practice we just knew what was going on. And Mike's story was a little different. I found him through the Illinois Entertainer, you know, a local newspaper, and he answered an ad, and he and I talked on the phone a couple of times. And he had some commitments where he couldn't really, he said, hey, I can't really do this right now. We tried out 2 or 3 guys, and they might be watching this. So they were fine players. They just didn't fit in. And after a while, I called Mike back and said, hey, you know, you're still interested in this, and his time had freed up. And so that was the 5 guys, and we've been playing together ever since.
So how did you, like what roles do you take? Like who's in charge of gigs, who's in charge of writing songs, and that sort of thing?
Well, Tim does most of the gigs. He gets the gigs for us. He's the PR man. He's got the connections.
You got us this gig.
Yes, he did get us this.
I did. I'm very smooth. I'm very smooth.
Smooth operator.
I can tell. I mean,
Yeah, thank you.
Tim also writes a lot of the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
All the lyrics.
All the
pretty
lyrics.
much.
Yeah.
We have a few songs that we've kind of written. I brought a song in. Mike's brought a few songs in. Tim's got a lot of songs on there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a collaboration. Tim and I like to get together and have a couple of beers and run some ideas back and forth, and then we bring Tony in. We call him the sheriff. He lets us know if our tempo is too slow or too fast, or if we just don't know what the heck we're talking about. He lets us know.
He offers that advice freely.
Freely. And sternly, as a matter of fact.
Sternly and freely.
Sternly and
That's why I
freely.
call him the sheriff.
Yeah, he'll just give you a look.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. But anyways, it starts out like that, and then we introduce guitar, drums, and when you have a chemistry like we do, everything just kind of pops together.
you guys do definitely have like a really good dynamic. So in your songs, because you write most of them, what's with this common theme of death? I mean, I'm not hating. I'm just.
We're very happy people.
You know, he mentioned that we have a couple of beers when we're writing stuff, and
Well, first think about the genre.
it does have to do with the genre. That's kind of a traditional thing, but
What is our genre?
it's roots stuff. You know, a lot of the old country stuff. Nobody had a good day when you were writing songs about that. Mike will usually, a lot of the stuff that we write together, he'll come up with the beginning of the song. He'll just start playing on this mandolin, and we'll start arranging it together, and then we'll kind of do a recording of just the music we have. And then when I start to write the lyrics, I'm driving around in the car basically most of the time listening to it. This is when you get some free time. and wait for an idea to come to me. And these guys will usually give me a hint at the direction they're looking to go with the song. We did a song called Last Days, which I think we're going to play tonight. And his only advice was, I would like that to be really dark. I would like you to write about something dark. So I made up a guy and killed him. And then Tony brought up a song called, we ended up calling that one, what's the name of that?
Table for One.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Table for One. And he said that he had read some kind of a story about somebody going into a bar and shooting it in Australia. And so that was the only thing he gave me, and so I just took it and ran with it and put lyrics together.
So what's the first song that we're going to hear tonight?
A song that's happy, where it's called We're Gonna Have a Good Time Tonight, and I wrote that one before we even did that first show, and it was just about the crowd being in the bar, a live feel, and everybody having fun.
All right. We're going to have a good time tonight. Up next.
Well, it's been a long week, working long hours on my feet, but it's Friday and I know where to go. I'm going out with the crowd where they play the music loud. What happens next, I don't ever know, 'cause I've worked hard throughout the week, and it's time to have some fun for me. Bring in that crowd, pack 'em all in tight. We're gonna have a good time tonight. When I find a place to park, it's just starting to get dark, but the guys are here, they're waving me on in. I'm gonna mix it up inside, it's gonna be a wild ride, and the girls are here, where have you been? 'Cause I've worked hard throughout the week, and it's time to have some fun for me. Bring in that crowd, pack 'em all in tight. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Come on! I'm gonna hit the ATM, I'm gonna take out what I can, a couple phone calls, I am on my way. We'll take a gas in my truck, my favorite jeans are on for luck. I'll be home late, I'm going out to stay, 'cause I worked hard throughout the week, and it's time to have some fun for me. Bring in that crowd, pack 'em all in tight. We're gonna have a good time tonight. 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 All right.
Welcome back to On Track. I'm your host, Claire Roden, and with me today I have the Hambones. So when you guys were first getting into music, what were some of your influence, either as like a group or individually? Like what shaped your musical path?
Well, I am a huge fan of classic rock, as you call it. Hendrix, Zeppelin, Grateful Dead. And then from that, I kind of went into more of a jam band phase. I love Fish. Mo was a band I like a lot. Then I got into Frank Zappa a bit. But to join these guys, that it's a little different for me from what my influences are there, except where Fish had stuff where it's more bluegrassy and more country-ish. So
By these
that
guys, he
kind of-
means Tim.
well, this type of music is not my normal type of music that I was playing before. But,
Right.
So.
I'm going to let Mike go after.
Ah.
Mine's embarrassing.
I've got a very wide range of music. I grew up really enjoying heavy metal in the 80s, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. Kind of moved into Metallica, a little bit of death metal. Influences from my older brother is a good influence for me. And then I kind of moved into, what do they call it, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, music from Seattle, grunge. Grunge is what they did. So went from there, and then much like Tony, I discovered this jam band named Fish, Hooked. Still hooked, love them. I've seen them a bunch of times, and really moved into the jam band type of music. And now I listen to bluegrass, classical, anything that really catches my ear, but a lot of mandolin involved as well.
Tim?
I grew up in the 70s. That's how old I am. I guess we all did.
26.
Yeah. I have an older brother and an older sister, and my older brother listened to Led Zeppelin and Ted Nugent. We were in Detroit, and you know, a lot of that rock stuff. And my sister, she listened to the pop stuff on the radio, and so I was in between both of them, and I liked both of them, and so there was always a kind of a conflict there. And I liked the pop songs that had a little bit of punch to them, you know. And so as I got older, things that have a little soul, a little blues, I like a lot of that stuff. And so as we're writing in this genre, I like to make sure that I put a little extra, I don't know, a little extra energy in it. That's why I sing the way I do. Sometimes it hurts, but it feels right. You know?
Up next, Last Days and Table for One.
It goes like this. At the edge of town, where the road curves, and there's a bridge across that river. By the railroad tracks, over that hill, down by the edge of that water, there's a cold breeze. Any given day, it's colder than you might think. You see a man from the corner of your eye, it's enough to give you the chills. No one remembers his name or how he died in his shame. And though you might see his face, you'll never hear him as he tries to tell you just how he died in this place. At the general store, right on Main Street, where he ran with his wife and boy. Three men rushed in, their guns were out and blazing, took him for everything he owned. Though the night she died, right in that eye, his boy lay fading in his arms. Those three men fled into the dying sun. He swore he'd see them again. No one remembers his name or how he died in his shame. And though you might see his face, you'll never hear him as he tries to tell you just how he died in this place. As years went by, he spent his time town to town in the tavern, until he found two of those men, drunk on whiskey and laughing. He heard them brag about their
day filled with rage. Charge at them with a knife, and that would be the day he died. He fought them into the night, but then it caught the other side. That third man snuck up from behind. And then they killed him, they left him right here. That's how he died in this place. There wasn't time to hear what he would say. There wasn't time to walk away. We wouldn't know the things that might unfold until it blew you away. Let's meet at the place in my head. We'll take a corner booth and drink our lives away. So late at night and trying to get home, you said you'd drive all night and day. We were both asleep when we ran into that tree. Lord knows how I walked away. Let's meet at the place in my head. We'll take a corner booth and drink our lives away. That storm was chasing right after you. Didn't matter where you went, didn't matter who you knew. Black clouds had formed all around your head. Didn't matter where you went, didn't matter what you said. I thought about a mile or two in your shoes. Maybe on the other side I might see you. Brought me comfort, but there's too damn much to do. You showed the signs for all of us to see, but nothing that we could do. place in my head. We'll take a corner booth and drink our lives away.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
All right. I know this isn't any fun to talk about, but we should. Okay, so who's gonna do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice.
And I'll try to get the generator going without any gas.
Oh, let's not forget the cell phones, which probably won't work.
Right.
And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
Well, I think we couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
Hi, welcome back to On Track. My name's Claire Roden, and with me tonight has been the Bare Hambone. So, where do you guys typically perform? Like what venues, what towns?
Well, we've been in. We try to stay in the city and out in the west suburbs. We're out here in the west suburbs. It's easier to get friends to come out to a show and it's closer, you know. But you're just not doing it right if you're not going in the city and playing also. So we've played at the Abbey Pub. We've played at Goose Island in the city, and then out here we've played at Two Brothers in Aurora.
Cubby
That's
Bear.
one of our favorite places. Yeah, we played at Cubby Bear one night in the city. That was a lot of fun. So we're really trying to mix it up and play all over. So it'd be nice to get a rotation where it's northern suburbs, western suburbs, Chicago, and keep moving. And we'll play in Milwaukee. Tony's family's up there, so we'll go up there and play too.
Do you guys have like a favorite place to go? Like you always come back, like they ask you, you always say yes. Like what's your go-to?
I think that's got to be Two Brothers in
definitely.
Aurora. The room is great. The staff is great there. The guy we work with is fantastic. A really nice guy, Chris Baller.
Great song.
Chris Baller's great.
Yeah, and we have a good time every time we go there.
So do you guys have studio recorded stuff too?
The timing is perfect for this. It's we're done with our first album, and it's been mixed. It's presently being mastered this week, and so we should have it in hand in 2 or 3 weeks, and so we're pretty excited about that.
So is that going to be online or is that going to be in disc or both?
It will be online. It'll be on iTunes. It'll be on Spotify. We have a Facebook page, The BareHambones. We have a website, The BareHambones. So we'll have links to it there too. Yeah.
So like you said you've played all over the city. Do you have any adventure stories? Have you gotten into any trouble while you're up there?
I'm in trouble. We don't
We don't cause any trouble.
I think I can. A great story. We played in Port Huron, Michigan, a couple months ago. My cousin lives up there, Brian, and he invited us up there. They had downloaded a song from our previous band, and he said, "That's my cousin. So let's get his band up there." So we went. We played the show. It was really fun. And a friend of his had us stay there, and they've just moved into the house, and they're trying to fix it up, and it is in disrepair. It is not clean.
No.
It is, when you're a traveling musician, you just sleep wherever you can. And,
Right.
Yep.
we were a little nervous for our health and safety when we got out of there. There's blood stains on the carpet and stuff. And, there's small blood stains, so I figured it's not the worst thing. But
I mean, fiberglass is very soft and it's very warm.
it was
and
fine. I had a sleeping bag and a pillow. It was good. But we were happy to go. We were happy to go.
Oh yeah, we were up at like 6 a.m. We were out of the house pretty
A little wheezy. I was a little wheezy. I was good out of there. Yeah.
So you have a Facebook page, the Bear Ham. Is that bear like a bear animal or bear as in naked?
Oh, like naked.
Okay.
Yeah. We're like naked.
Kind of.
I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. I've been your host, Claire Roden, and with me tonight, the BareHambones. The song we're going to hear up next is 217 Blackstone.
217 Blackstone. Yeah.
All right. I want to thank everyone and good night.
I've been knocking on the store with my bottle of gin, yeah. Devil man won't let me in. Been at this store for 5-6 days. Devil man turned me away. Oh, you wanna do it right? Oh, you wanna do it right? On the 7th day, I brought my knife. Devil man gonna give his life. Life in that side door. Ain't gonna turn me back no more. Oh, you wanna do it right? 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 On the 7th day, the battle starts. Bloody tears and broken hearts. Battle plays out on the floor. Ain't gonna turn me back no more. Oh, you wanna do it right? Oh, you wanna do it right? One last trip around this tide. Don't know if I'll come out alive. Wild mind, heart and soul, trying to get me back to home.